Nope. I was about to clap. Last time I clap, I thought Karen went crazy. Oh, yeah. My stomach is all over I just ate. My stomach is like, however. So we're gonna play a game today. We're gonna do like, I had to change it because we were gonna play Jenga, but we don't want to play Jenga today. I'm full, my stomach all fat. I don't feel like standing in front of no camera with yours trying to make a guest appearance. It's trying to make a guest appearance on the show. That's okay. I ate good. Hey, welcome to Poochie's Place. Come on in, grab a drink, have a seat, chill out, and relax with me, your host, Dawn Monique. And me, your very demure co-host, Mom. Our drink today. What we drinking today, Mom? We're drinking my homemade pina colada. Fresh frozen pineapples. My auntie gave us some pineapples. She gave us a couple of pineapples. So this doesn't really have a lot of, ingredients, but it tastes so good. Really? Pineapples, frozen pineapples, ice. I have cream of coconut syrup. It tastes good. Yeah. Malibu. And some of the fresh pineapple juice. I was able to get some of the fresh pineapple juice from the pineapple. And there we have it. Amazing. It's like 5 more pounds though. It's good, but I'm already like dealing with something over here. Let me listen. Turn this one because y'all don't need to see all this. Summer, winter, spring, fall, gonna get whatever it gets. I know that's right. Right. Because listen, I've been giving it, it's been getting. Okay. I went to the gym and walked right back out. So you guys, we're going to do like a question and answer kind of thing. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do. I hope most of you do. Mo's my daughter. My numero uno. My number one. And she has 2 sons, my 2 grandsons, number 1 and number 2. And I have another one on the way, but it ain't me. It ain't Mo. She like to let everybody know it ain't Mo. So I got another one on the way. But we're gonna do this like question answer thing. There's random questions, and it's about parenting. It's about relationships. It's about relationships with parents and children, and that's what the questions are kind of leading towards. So we're gonna play that game. It's not a game because this ain't just a Q&A. Yes. So, but before we do that, do you watch basketball ones? Every now and again. So you haven't been watching the recent ones? No. So I may know what you're talking about because I follow them. Okay, so I'm talking about Jackie and her daughter. Chantel. So you don't watch the show. So I watch the Basketball Wives show. I do. But anywho, Jackie has her daughter on the show. Yeah, I know that. What is wrong with them? Why would she do that? She already had a strained relationship with her kid. Why are you ruining your relationship with your daughter? Like, that's your daughter. Both of them. I'm not just talking about Jackie. I'm talking about her daughter, too. Are you both playing this game, a Russian roulette with your relationship? There's no other, nothing can compare to the relationship that I have with my daughters. No friendship can compare to this relationship. And we got rocky things going on. So we ain't like, buddy, let's chill. No. But nothing compared to the relationship that you would have with your daughter, especially when they become adults. Money. I money ain't gonna make me not like her has a baby. Oh, I don't know what her daughter was doing before. I know when I was watching Basketball Wives, she would make an appearance here and there, especially when she was pregnant. Money cannot. It's not money. It's that they had a fractured relationship because money's not going to make you do something like that to your mother or to your kid. I would like to believe that. I would pray that money won't make you do. Oh, no. You just gave a look. Oh, no. I hope money won't make you do something like. To me, I'm your mom. No. So it's not money. It's not money. No, it isn't. I think it's a fracture in that relationship that they should have mended. Coming on here is just breaking that crack wide open, and it's not going to be able to be fixed. It's not. And poor Doug. Poor Doug. Well, he divorced. They really got a divorce? Yeah. I don't do the social media, but I do watch the show. I've been following up on that. Really? Or did they just say that? Did you fact check? I saw a picture of him because I have heard nothing about it. Doug got married to another lady. We can say allegedly, but I saw a wedding picture of him and another chick. I gotta validate all that. I don't know, so I gotta go research. So what I do keep up with, from the clips, because I follow Love and Hip Hop on Instagram, so they post not Love and Hip Hop, the Real Basketball. They post clips. So, you see things here. So you saw from Jackie and her daughter fighting? I saw that, yeah. When she swung on her, right? Jackie swung on. Oh no, I'm not. I'm talking about clips is different. I mean, I know the arguments and stuff. Yeah, because clips are different from the show. Just because you see Jackie swinging in a clip and then they go to her daughter, it's not what you're gonna see if you watch the show. Right? So that's why you gotta be careful with making assumptions based on a clip. I mean, watching the show too now. Don't get me wrong, I know what they do with the watching of the show. They can fix this and change that and make people believe this and that. So just fact checking things is the best way to figure it out. But from what I see, you can't act like that. There's no acting when it comes to a relationship. Like Portia and Shamia. I'm not. Like you couldn't have been friends. There had to be a break in order for, I don't know, maybe they were aware of whatever the fracture was. We just didn't look at it in our business. Yeah. So they know whatever that fracture was that caused their relationship to be that vulnerable where they can put it out here, knowing what could happen to it. But it's storylines. Yeah, but it's still, you gotta know that there's truth in things. Like, excuse me, this reality TV is based on things that happen. It's not, some of it's a storyline, but Dominic, where are you getting the storyline from? So we just gonna make up. This is what we gonna do, Dominic. We just gonna act like you don't think you did this conversation. Of course, but what I'm saying is, if you can do that, if I can act like me and you have an issue, right? I could just act like we disagree beyond what we already have, right? If now we just acted, what we have is coming, it's festering, it's coming. Ain't no playing with my feelings. Ain't no acting. Because I already got some shit in the chamber that I'm like, ooh. Yeah. Okay. Hello. So that's the friendship. Okay. All right. That's what I mean. Okay. And that's like, I gotta not like you to do that. Yeah. So I hope you don't not like me. No. I hope there are fractures, but it ain't weak like that. I hope. No. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. I can't no. I can imagine being on a TV show with you and doing that. Because that, for me, that just opens up, like you said, a lot of stuff. This is just a life in general. This is, at the end of the day, when people turn their TVs off, they still have a life to live as mother and daughter, and friend. They still have a life to live when everybody else's TV go off. So how do we recuperate from what we just did to each other for money, for views, for whatever? How are we going to recover from that? I wonder if they use it in hopes it probably would fix their relationship. Girl, blah. You never know. Let me tell you something, though. I think anybody. The reason I don't get into arguments and I don't try to attack people and hurt people by saying things like cruel things to them is because there's no repairing it. I'm not going to talk to you a certain kind of way, cuss at you, cuss you out, and then expect to be in your presence. Yep. Like, first of all, I would never even trust you because ain't nobody, you talk to me crazy. Don't think you can trust me. You don't get to disrespect me, cuss me out. And I don't mean trust me like I'm going to do something to you. I don't mean that. What I mean is, I'm not your damn friend. We ain't friends. We are cordial, however the hell cordial. We all that, but we ain't friends. We can coexist in the same space. But don't be sitting there being like we friends and all that. We're not about to keep going trips together and stuff like that. That's why I tell you, for me, there's no nice nasty. Like, I don't have a nice. It's going to get nasty or you're going to get nice. And if I get you nasty, we're not coming back from it. We're not. But you just and it's all based on how you treat me or how we treat each other. People who value relationships with each other learn to communicate. Mm-hmm. They learn how to address situations, and it's learning. Sometimes you just don't know how, and sometimes I know with me and you get intimidated sometimes to say. I gotta try to get you to express yourself. You have opinions. Mm-hmm. Just because as your mother say something to you or said you shouldn't have did that. That don't mean I'm right. That's your life. I am living your life for you. You have every right to be like, lady, you don't know what you're talking about. First of all, you don't know. Like, we learn things and we be like, oh, that's I definitely have to I'm learning to voice it a little bit more, but I get when I'm getting told what I'm doing, I get angry, so I just get quiet because then the anger is going to take over. So I need to learn how to count to 10 and then be like, all right, listen, what you're stating is not facts. And then that could come through. If wrong with you, that's just me. Somebody, I don't get, if you say something to me that's not, and okay, I understand that's you, me, right? When you say something to me that is not, either it's not true or like wasn't my intentions or it was an accident or it was intention, whatever it is, like my immediate reaction is like, oh, that's not what I meant. Like, but I'm gonna say whatever the hell it is. I don't do the undertone stuff because that's the problem. That's why relationships get fractured because you accept something and don't speak on it. You continue to allow anyone, me too, as your mom, to keep saying you did or you should have or I wish you would have or whatever, and you just don't say nothing. No, I don't allow anyone. It's you. I don't allow anyone. You should allow me as your mom, because eventually you get mad about that. Yeah, and then it comes out in different ways, and I'm gonna punch you in the mouth and shit. So I'm just saying. Your daughter with that titty. Just saying. I'm just saying. All right, Jackie. Good enough. Who Jackie? Christy. Oh, don't call me Jackie, because I ain't Jackie. I don't think I would argue with you with sis. I say what the hell I mean. Yeah. And I'll say what I feel. And I'm not saying that it's always correct, because sometimes it's not. Or sometimes we had a misunderstanding about something. I'm like, oh, that's not what I meant. That's just how you took it. If I can be honest, I struggle with that with you as a parent. Like anybody else, I'm able to do that and hold up. You're going somewhere that you have no business going or you don't know. But for a parent, that's my mom. Like I don't know. That's my mom. I used to always feel weird when I see other people do that to their mom and the way they talk to their mom. It's not about, but it's the way they talk to them. Oh no! You don't have to talk to me any type of way to express yourself and to say that I'm wrong. You got to. No, I hear you, but what you're describing, Dominique, is disrespect. Because this is what I'm talking disrespect. I know, but this. So I'm not expecting you to talk. Jackie and her daughter was like, oh, okay. So you talk about Jackie. But I thought you talking about how you would talk to me. No, I'm saying how people talk to their mom. Disrespecting me. She just goes because you would never open your mouth and do that. So why would you say that? I'm saying I just always thought that it was weird to watch people do that. I don't understand how you can do that. Like I can't do that with you. Like I can't go back and forth. It's my mom. Like I don't know if you've seen it, but I posted a video, right, of this couple. They do little skits. The husband walked in the car while she was on the phone with the mom, right? So she like, I ain't doing that shit. No, you do it. Yeah, he was like, you disrespect your mom like that? Like, you need to call her back and apologize. Like, I don't care what it is. That's your mother. And that's how I feel. Like, that's my mom. Like, no matter how much she gets on my nerves, how much she wrong, it's like, That's what you are. That's my mom. If I'm wrong, you have every right to say that, though. Why would you get what you just did? Because you talking disrespect, and it's like, lady, get out your head and let me clear it up before you just. I don't know if that's the Aries or just you as a person. It might be the Aries thing, but it's me as a person too. Can I just get it out first? Just be. She has a hard time with being quiet. I heard you both times. I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying to you is, you should not let you being able to confront me or tell me I'm wrong or say I misunderstood get to the point where it has built up enough for you to have to control your temper and control the way you react to me. And you need to, when it happens, your reaction ain't bad. It's not like, oh yeah, right. But when it builds up, I'm telling you, you don't even get a chance to make your point because who the fuck you talking to? Right? So that's what I'm saying. When it happens, address it. And I do that. I tell you that all the time. With everyone else with me as well. When it happens, if it feels some kind of way, if it goes sting or something, it's okay to say, what you mean by that? Or I don't like the way the tone that you use. And sometimes that has to be followed up with, don't talk to me no more. You ain't even got to say it. Just don't do it. Don't put somebody in your space and allow them, even me as your mom, but I ain't going nowhere now and everything. And you might have to start using this advice on the next person because you're kind of too late with me. Because you don't get to explode on me because you don't communicate. Because I give you every opportunity to communicate and to express yourself. So when you don't, you lead me to my own discernment. So I'm telling you all the things I think I know based on all the things I think I see. And if you don't say nothing, that ain't my problem. It's your problem. But we just recently had something, patio, and I had to stop you because I felt like, so I'm doing it more. I wasn't nasty. You shouldn't have been. I know, I'm saying because I didn't let it build up to I got nasty. That's like, but see, she gets offended. So then I was just, you were nasty. Okay, I know. Yeah, because you're like, I wasn't nasty. You just said, don't let it build up to a point where it comes out that way. Yeah. So I didn't let it build up to a point where it came. I said it right then and there. I stopped it and I said it right then and there. So let me tell you something. I'm learning. They teach me one thing. She taught me how to stick and move. Stick and move. You taught me, so I don't know. Can't do that. Oh. So that was it was a great conversation. All right, so that's gonna segue into our Q&A. So you can pick the first Q&A. What's a quirky habit or trait we share? What's a quirky habit we share? I don't think we share anything. Do we? Do we have things that we're kind of different? I don't think we both corny. Funny. I'm funny. Well, I'm just funny than she. They all be talking about I'm corny, but they be laughing. So I don't know. It's one of those things where, right, when she say something, you gotta laugh because you don't want to not laugh. And she like, that was funny. Watch this. I'm going out. Son. She was going out, right? She was like, I'm going out. Not doing that. She's not. Just laughing again. Because that was funny. It was cool. Because she really could dance. And that hit was just like, don't throw it out of place. Let me remind you. Yo, that was hilarious. I was like, wait. Dimitri was like, even legend. It's like, she was like, that's your grandmother. I said, that my grandmother. That's like what's funny. I was like, oh snap. That's all right. They hate me. Like, from not for that. That's our trait. The quirkiness. The corny quirkiness. All right. We just laugh for 5 minutes. Everybody else is like, go to the next thing. How did you learn to talk with me about big feelings or difficult topics? big feelings. Um, I don't know. I think you just made me feel comfortable. Like you always made me feel comfortable to where I could come talk to you. There's some things that if I don't, it's because I know your reaction. But other times I just go, hey mom, hey, 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 hey. And you'll be like, okay. Or you'll get some advice or like, I think I would be a little open. I'm not gonna say no name. This is a safe space. Don't say no name. I'll say your name. I had a little. That was 20. Yeah. Oh, don't say that. About when I had to say when I had to. Oh, I don't know what you about to talk about. I did some. Oh no. Me. Oh, when I act like I was you. I don't know. No. Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Off camera, we'll talk about that. What I get into? No. I had a little freaky escapade, and I came and told you. Oh. And he was just like, I was shocked. My system was shook. I ain't even gonna lie. It was. We didn't even show it. Yo, I was shook. I was like, no, I didn't. No, maybe I had time to process. I was shook. You guys had told me things. You know what I remember? I remember that my mom told me once. I could tell the story. I went out. I was with your dad. I was in a relationship with your dad, right? And I had went out one night. We were like in a bad relationship. And one night I went out and met this guy and talked to this guy all freaking night. I mean, I'm talking more than 24 hours I was with this guy. I went to his house. I spent the night. My mother didn't know where I was. My Ursula didn't know where I was. She knew everything. They didn't have cell phones and all that back then. And I don't know if I had a pager or so. I don't think I had a pager. I really don't remember. But I don't think she had a way of contacting me. So she called the police department. She called the hospital. So when I came home, she said, "Listen, there's no way I should call Ursula. She don't know where you are. Ursula's mad at me too." She said, "There's no way nobody should know where you are. I don't give a damn what you doing out here in these streets. You need a friend that you could tell where you are in case something happened to you." She said that could be Ursula. It was only Ursula at that time, it was my friend. Or it could be me. And Ursula was my best friend. I chose my mom. I still told Ursula stuff. I told her anyway. However, when I thought about it, I thought about not that Ursula would not show up for me because she would. My mother knew how to show up for me. Yeah. And I told her things that I thought would it never shocked her. So when you talk to me, I be saying to myself, your mother ain't French. Bitch, you better not French. I don't care what you be thinking. Better not French. Just have a conversation. Because that French, it makes you go, should I told I shouldn't told you. So that for me, that's what it was when I was able to tell you that and you didn't flinch. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because it has been some things that I haven't told you. Not your my best friend. My best friend been through it. Mimi, my dog, she been there. Like that Bridging the Gap. Y'all name read Bridging the Gap? Bridging the Gap. I learned a lot about Missy and Bridging the Gap. But I feel like if it's not her, it's you. Like I can call you and tell you. Well, I'm glad y'all do. At least don't. Unless she prepared me for something. She's like, all right, now I got prepared this heifer. So just long as y'all, I'm good. Long as y'all do it. Long as you feel that relationship though that we can like. And I tell you, some females I know that don't have that relationship, I feel so bad. Cause they ain't not like your mom. They ain't nothing like your mom. And I didn't have mom for long. She passed away so early and I ain't had that much time with her. But the time that I had with her, she was a mama. And I like to pull some of that stuff. And use it in my rearing and you and your sister. What's one piece of advice you've passed down from your mother and what will make it resonate? The one I just did, the one I just said about making sure that you're able to communicate with me and be honest and not afraid. That's important. Because I mean, there are times when you guys, I know there are things you didn't tell me. I've learned. I know there are things that you guys were afraid because at one point my initial reaction wasn't always come. So it's not like throughout my years of parenting, I've been this approachable, calm parent. But I've been wild out a couple of times. So when somebody asks, for real. But I think well, I know that for the most part, my reactions was due to the pressure of being a single parent. So it was because, in addition to trying to mother you guys, I got work, I gotta provide, I gotta make sure these bills get paid. I'm doing this so I'm frustrated. I'm overwhelmed. I'm struggling. Ooh. So sometimes my immediate well, a lot of times back then, you got the blunt more so than the least. You really got it. I'm sorry. But you got it. It was I understand now why. Everything you just said is everything I'm going through now. So I understand why, because I've learned as I've been back home, I'm learning it and I try to implement with Dimitri because I know how uncomfortable it feels not to be able to say what you want to say to your mom. And I see that in his face. He would want to say something to me and it's like she gonna go off there. Everything you just stated is what I'm going through now. So my reaction just be to flip off. So now I'm just trying to be like more calm. But you know, it makes more healthier relationship. Your child is more. I mean, y'all still gonna do dumb shit, but just to be, you gotta be able to give the best advice that you could. You gotta get them something to pull from. And the only way to do that is by allowing them to communicate and be honest and asking questions and give them something positive to pull from. You can't leave Dimitri and I could leave you, to your own understanding, basically. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Because I had to give you something to pull from, to think about. That's it. I do the same thing with Dimitri. I do the same thing, even when I'm telling him to do something, even when I'm pissed off at him. I was pissed off at him today. I go outside to let the guy come in the back, and I'm cleaning up dog mess. And I'm cleaning up dog mess underneath the patio that looked like it been there for a minute. And I have him go out there and do it all the time. Yeah. So I brought his little ass outside. You're lucky I ain't hit him with a rake. But I blamed him. Get this shit up. No, I'm like, Dimitri, come here. And he goes, I'm like, look at this. I said, you know how long this was here? This was here for a long time because of how hard it is. This was here for you don't come over here. Just because the dog goes to the bathroom over here doesn't mean that you should not check around this entire space. Because sometimes you got to tell people things. We can't expect people to know everything. We can't get mad. I can't get mad. Like he gonna do it. He gonna do it the same way. Now this time, that space better be clean. Because he had not cleaned it. I've done it, so it's not like it hasn't been. Yeah. But I'm still under the assumption that he's doing it. If he's not, now I discover it. Like you ain't even bringing your butt back here. Only time it get clean is if I clean it. Yeah. So whatever. It's a way to communicate. It's not yelling and screaming and calling somebody's name. The minute you call somebody a name, that's the end of the conversation. The minute you insult me, you're no longer right. You can no longer talk to me. I don't hear nothing you have to say. Because why I gotta be a dummy? Why I gotta be stupid? Right? Why I gotta be all these negative things? Yeah, I get it. All right. So let's see. What's something you admire about how your generation handles life? Oh. Your generation. I don't really get out a lot to witness a lot of my generation and how they handle life. Okay, let me take that back. I have some people that I watch maneuver through this life, and I can sound like the confidence that they have in doing it. What do you call that? The not confidence. I mean, confidence is one of them, but I know you got to describe what you're trying to say, so I can help you do it. So the hustle, the hustle that a lot of them have to get up every day and not let things get in the way of your day to day grind. Like this has to be done. I know a lot of them that just get up, go to work, do what they got to do, and make it happen. Um, and how a lot of them can do that so well. They get to go on vacation. They get to go, they get to explore. So I do admire how they hustle to be able to do that, the strength that they have, the courage that they have to actually get up and do it and not make excuses. I do. I do. I take that back, the first part. I do admire how a lot of them that I do know personally have those things, those traits where they can just make shit happen. And if it is a complaint, it's a silent complaint. Not, call somebody like myself used to call and complain instead of actually getting up and going to get it done. I let a lot of excuses get in the way of that. So when we talk about your generation, is that who you're talking about? Like your peers? My peers, yeah. Okay. So you're describing your peers? Yeah. Versus you? Because I don't. Same generation? Yeah, but the ones that I know, that's what I admire. Your knowledge was based off of social media or because you talked to them? Because I talked to them. The majority of them are family. Okay, I'm just asking. So I just wanted to know what when you say your peers, which who you were pulling from. That's all. Yeah. Okay. So I ain't got no dog in this fight because it's not my generation. I have some friends as well. They're not really, not all of them are family members, but I have some friends as well that get up every day and go with the hustle and bustle like that. Fight. I ain't answering that. You want my question? But my peers know. Okay. What's a personal challenge you've overcome that you're proud of? I have a lot of challenges that I've overcome. I have a lot of personal things. Just about all right. What it's not a challenge. Okay, so it's a challenge for me. One of my things is you see how I always do things with people. I did the radio with Glenn. The Get Up with Glam show. Yeah. The magazine with Courtney, who's Courtney's magazine. I do the magazine with George's magazine. Even in my career, worked with Judge Booker. Like I worked underneath Judge Booker. I worked with Rosalie Shepherd. I worked underneath Rosalie Shepherd, right? And so one of the things that I'm most proud of is being able to stand in my own light. Because the common denominator in all these great people that I mentioned is different. Yeah. Don't forget your book, kid. Starting in your book school. That was, I don't know why I don't think about that. You know why I don't think, and I should. That's something. That's what I got to get better with. Those things right there. I got to get better with. I got to get better with, and I'm still fixing it. Right? I was in and standing in my own light. That's why we do Uchi's place because I'm like, why am I always in the background making somebody else great, and nobody acknowledges my contribution to, I guess they do, but at the end of the day, like, I'm like, I'm fucking phenomenal. I felt that way at your party when you told, around your party when you told me someone was like, I should be the bartender. And I kind of felt like, no, I like what I do. Like, I like being a co host. I like having that. I don't want to be, I get it. I can be behind the bar and still. You took that personal and you took it the wrong way because behind the bar, you didn't communicate as much as you do now. That had nothing to do with being behind the bar. That had everything to do with you growing into yourself and learning how to do these things. That's a personal thing. Like that.
proud of myself for being able. You could have did that behind the bar.
But you're not a bartender, so that's why you're not behind the bar. But it had nothing to do with just behind, because a bartender could get behind that bar and kill the whole show. We'd be like, yo, excuse me, Miss Bartender, can I have my show back? Mm-hmm. So it don't matter where you are. Mm-hmm. What matters is what you exude and how confident you are in yourself to deliver. Mm-hmm. So that wasn't like a put her back behind the bar. No, that was like, yo, that's a good addition to have a bartender at Poochie's place. Mm-hmm. Because the bartender, wherever role you have, just like now, you create your own spot. Mm-hmm. Nobody's the same in this business. Mm-hmm. I'm not like the people I work with. Mm-hmm. Everybody has it. Why we all got to be alike? That's so boring if everybody's alike. Mm-hmm. We all doing the same thing. We all saying the same thing. We all got the same opinions. Mm-hmm. Nothing's never different. How boring is that? Right? So figure out your spot. You just didn't work well behind the bar. I don't know if you let the fact that you were back there intimidate you. I don't even think it was that. I think it was you let the fact that you didn't talk much back there intimidate you. You were like, God, I want to be a part too. Be a part. Mm-hmm. You have to find your voice, which you have. Mm-hmm. So congratulations for finding it the way you found it. But don't take that personal because it wasn't meant to be personal. You know, it just was meant that bar is to have a bartender back there was really great for Poochie's place. And we will have one back there. Yeah. Just not only she might, yeah. But you got to make sure that when we have one back there, whoever's here, you maintain your voice. You know, you have to find your voice. Nobody's gonna give it to you. That's it. All right. How do you navigate moments of self-doubt or insecurity? It's like the questions is saying, they asked me this next. We just kind of talked about this, but okay. You want to answer that? Yeah. It says, how do you navigate moments of self-doubt or insecurity?
No.
Okay, how do I navigate moments of self-doubt? I always have self-doubt. I remember when we just was I was at Lane's pool party. So Hope had a fashion show. And at the end of the show, she grabbed my hand and she put me on stage to talk about Deepos Magic. And so the guy comes with the microphone, and I automatically say to him, what am I going to say? And I'm saying to myself, I don't know why y'all always do that. Mm-hmm. It's like self-doubt. Mm-hmm. But then when you give me the microphone, it's going to pop. Mm-hmm. Right? That's what Trey says all the time. He's like, I wish you just take the mic and shut up. Because as soon as you get it in your hand, you just going anyway. Yeah. I think just going, not stop, not being stagnant, not talking myself out of anything, talking myself out of opportunities, talking myself out of like approaching and talking and things of that nature. I would so I just go, just do it.
Okay, I do. I stop. I talk to myself. I stare in the mirror at myself and I talk to myself because I need to see how I look. I have a problem with eye contact. It's not, I don't know. I can't tell you what it is verbatim why I have a problem with eye contact. It could be a number of things, to be honest with you. But I would stare at myself in the mirror and talk to myself because I know that if I keep not giving myself a chance, then I would never do anything. So I talk to myself to encourage myself that I can do it. You can do it. Go ahead. Do this. Do that. You can do it. You got to get it done. Nothing's going to happen if you don't get it done. Yeah. So I stand in the mirror and I talk to myself. Insecurity is the same thing. I have to stand in my mirror, the full body mirror, and just go.
All right, well, as your mama, when you're talking to people, you look them right in their eyes. And you ain't got to look away. You be confident in yourself, confident in your delivery, and make sure you mean what you say. When you can't look at somebody, it might be doubting what's coming out your mouth. That's okay. Take a step back, think about it, and make sure that you are okay with what you say. We think, we speak, and we look somebody in the eye. And that's it. Look somebody in the eye. Let them look away from you. Who the fuck is that? Look them in the eye. Okay, so be confident in that. Right. Next question.
How do you think parenting today differs from when you were raising me?
Look at your pal your ass like, look at your pal. Like, yo, I don't know what the heck No, I know. I don't get the parenting at all. And they ain't even just a pow put somebody in the corner. It's like y'all don't pay attention. These kids do whatever they want to do. Like y'all don't create structure. And I'm not talking about you. I see it. There's a few people from your generation that I've seen have some structure in with their kids. But when these video games, these computers, these all these things, the distractions. They distractions from raising these kids. To me,
They call babysitters.
Yeah, and they should not be babysitting these kids at all because the Lord knows what the babysitter's doing to the kids.
You don't have a name plan for that.
No, the Lord knows what the babysitter's doing to the kids. I'm glad I'm not raising a kid today. I'm glad that I can't have no babies. Well, I ain't gonna say I can't. You never know. But I wish, Lord, don't bring no more babies this way. I'm too old. Don't do that to me. I ain't got time for it. No, but seriously, there's a way. Yeah, I do not want to raise kids in this world today. It only because it's gonna do with like I can parent them any kind of way I want. You can parent your kid any kind of way you want. It ain't even that. It ain't even safe out here anymore. It's not for kids. Like the social media that's making us see all these things. Maybe they were happening before. I don't think so. I'm watching these kids fighting, hurting each other. I can't imagine. I mean, one or two girls. I don't know how many girls was jumped you. Man, my soul was on fire. Could you imagine people watching this stuff on video and watching their kids get hurt? And then you got to see your kid get hurt. Yeah. Then the young kids are doing all kind of crazy stuff on video. And as a parent, like, how do you it's a lot. Yeah, I mean,
I don't necessarily want to say my generation, the generation after me. I think they made it cool for that recording other children fight.
I mean, not grown-ups.
Well, grown-ups
my age do it, so I think
grown-ups do it too. Yeah, I've seen grown-ups do it too. But I feel like
with that nonsense
because that generation they made that cool, so everyone participates in that now. Recording yourself fighting, recording. It was a shooting in Philadelphia. Who in the world was able to record the shooting
on the porch? That was a brain camera. That's a little different if it's a brain camera. You recording on a brain camera. I can't see nobody sitting there. I read. I don't know if it's true because I try not to. I don't want to digest all the stuff. It's toxic. It messes with your spirit, and it just. I don't like to read it. But the headlines were there, and I read a girl said that people were recording while she was raped. Huh? What in the world is going on? Like, what are we doing? I don't even want to talk about that. I hate talking about that stuff. I don't want to bring that stuff into my space. So pick another question.
As a mom, where did you draw the line between guiding me and letting me make mistakes?
I think I just draw the line. I've always done it. I tell you what the consequences are. You know, I stopped telling you what to do. There was a time where I told you what to do. But I stopped telling you what to do when you moved out of my house. No, I don't tell you what to do. I might give you some advice, or I even might say this is what you should consider doing, but I don't force you to follow my rules. You're a grown woman. You make this is your life. But I'm going to give you my honest opinions, and I don't have to agree with everything you do, especially when you left. You wasn't here. I don't give a damn. Look, I would call you. There's only a couple of times that I got like pissed, like. But other than that, like you was grown, paying your own stuff. Your life is yours. It's once you get out of my house, it's not mine no more. You own it. After you turn 18, I used to be like, that's my nose, those my ears, everything about you belong to me. Until you turn 18. When you turn 18, take all your shit, all your baggage, and get on with yourself. You got to learn how to be in control of your own life. I can't be navigating the steering wheel for you. Yeah, you're right. Despite what people say, despite your mother, your mother just give you honest. We have conversations. I give you my honest opinions. I even share my experiences with you. So I'm open and I'm honest, and that's all I can do. I can't tell you what to do.
I know it's a lot of people out there that be like, "Oh, your mother for everything." Yeah. Let me run it by my mother first. Hold on. Give me a second. Listen. What you think? And I get the advice I need and I keep it moving. I think, but you are how I was able to navigate through life when I moved out. And I moved out at 25. So 24. You were how I was able to navigate life.
So
Because
I
I always had that
you should have had
opportunity to call and get the advice that I needed. And I was able to apply it where I needed to apply. It's like take what you need and leave what you don't for me. Mm-hmm. And I was able to do that. So thank you.
Give me time, but no more times because I'm done. I'm done forever. Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. I mean, of course, we're gonna always be parents. It never ends. You'll be parenting for the rest of your life. However, there's an
wait till I get married. Go.
Oh, I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm gonna be okay. I'll just call you and check on you, make sure you're okay, make sure he ain't beating you. I'll be like, give me a video camera. They said they gotta do that. Put me on FaceTime. Let me see your neck. Word. That boy,
She called me at 6 o'clock in the morning one time. I'm like, hello, and I'm just getting up for work. I'm like, hello, you okay? I answered the phone. I just want to make sure you're fine.
Because sometimes you gotta do that. You can't go days without talking to your kid. You don't know people. I don't trust people. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust man, woman, or child with mine. And you gotta check. People crazy these days. And then like we get into relationships or friendships and we see these things happen where people turning on people and hurting people and stealing from people and killing them because they're trying to rob them, or a man getting mad and beating a woman and killing her. Like this is too
I've been
much.
seeing a lot of videos like that lately of men, like YouTube couples, married couples, have been on social media arguing, and then like 2 minutes after the camera cut, he killed them, kill himself. I am not that female. I don't care how.
I'm sure that those females didn't think they were either. So that's the thing. But the thing is, we don't know. It's not who we are. It's we don't know who we are dealing with. And that's the thing. And you don't know who you do. We've been in relationships. I was in a relationship for a long time with someone. Not that he did anything like that, but didn't know who I was in a relationship with. All these years. Like you just really don't know. So for me, that's what I call. I don't give a damn. I don't care about like he being all nicey to me and be like, nah, Negro. I ain't your mama. That's my daughter. Let me see your neck. Take your shirt. Let me see your arms. Turn around. Let me see your back. At least you say when I do that.
But I'm not the one that will allow that. I have a really great pet peeve of men who hit women from just things. Right.
I mean, I was in an abusive relationship.
So I don't.
But
don't
don't use. I mean, you shouldn't. Don't think. All abuse ain't. I don't want you to think abuse is something that's like somebody's getting physical every day. No, I'm not talking about the different types of abuse. What I'm talking about is there's always the first time. Sometimes the first time is the last time. So that's what I mean. So there's always a first time. And sometimes the first time is the last time. We don't need it to be the last time. We don't need it to be the first time. So we need to be careful about, and there's no being careful because people don't get into these things thinking that, nobody knows. So you don't know how somebody, it could just, anything can happen. I don't even want to go into it. It's just too deep to go into. But that's when I don't want you to look at what I experienced and did over time and say, ain't no way I'm gonna be in a relationship. They ain't gonna be hitting on me. He could just hit you one time, too many. And that could be the first time. So that's what I want you to know. I don't want you to be like, as soon as he hit me, he leave it. No, Negro, you don't get to hit me. Oh. Okay. That's it. So next. Oh, these are some deep questions. I want something fun. What's something you've discovered about yourself recently?
I don't want to say discover. I want to say finally accepted is my laziness and my lack of inconsistency. Yeah. Okay. I don't say discover like because I guess I'm still going with that, but I am definitely acknowledging my laziness and my lack of inconsistency.
Oh, fine. For acknowledgement. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. Good answer. That's the first step. Acknowledging. What they say in AA? Yeah. AA is showing up. Which parenting boundaries are you most proud of establishing with your child? I'm so happy that I have established with you that you raising your own damn kids and I ain't raising them. I'm so happy that I established that with you. And I'm happy that you accepted that and you didn't get upset about it. Because some people get upset. Yeah, why can't your grandmother ain't going to babysit? Well, if I say you can't spend the night, you don't want to spend the night. Like, you just be like, she said no. I'm like, I said, get him out my room. Get him out my room. You don't give me hell, you don't give me nothing. So I like that you respected my boundaries when it came to me being a grandparent. Because I know that was hard to do. Mm-hmm. Because you took it personal. Mm-hmm. And it had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with me. It had nothing to do with you, but everything to do with me. I struggled as a mom. Mm-hmm. And not struggled like raising y'all and all that, but I struggled because my dad was there and Eddie was there as well, but I brought a blunt. I yeah, bared the blunt of raising you guys all across the board. And I just got tired. I'm tired. That's a lot of work raising a kid. And struggling is hard. Struggling and trying to make it look like you ain't struggling is hard.
Very.
That is hard, man. And I wasn't doing nothing crazy. Something I mean, trying to make it look like I'm out here living the life of Rowley. I lived the life of Dawn, and that's the best I could. Mm-hmm. And it was hard. So I think what helped me later on with that was I watched a video of a mom, black mom, telling her kids that I'm a grandparent. A grandparent is supposed to be like, I want to see my grandbabies and you drop them off and then you come back and get them. I'm not raising your kids. I raised you. Now it's time for you to raise your kid. And hearing her go off on her kids like that. And I'm not sure if her daughters were like joking to get her more upset or if they were serious, but I understood where she was coming from. And it's like, these are our kids. Like, just because we have moms and dads don't mean that we drop them off and go live our best life. We laid down. We had these kids and we consistently did it. So it's, we can't go out. We can't go out. It sucks, but we can't go out. And one thing you said to me one day, oh my God, this lady is quite funny. She said, if I watch it, for you to go out, who gonna watch it so I go out? Me being a little slow at that time, I'm like, shit, she can go. Who can she go? That part, that made me think. So I'm glad you said those things. That's the truth. Like, I don't want to spend my whole life raising kids. And that could happen. It can happen. And it could be like now, I'm in a relationship, I don't date. I could be sitting here with them all day. No. Like, what if a random guy be like, yo, don't you want to go out? And I'm like, oh, I'm babysitting my grandkids. He gonna be like, girl, bye. This what I gotta look to, a life full of grandkids? And I do that with men have their grandkids as well. I think that my dad I don't want to talk about did. Yeah, I don't want to talk about my reason, my assumption to why some men tend to have those grandkids so much. But there are men and for different reasons who have their grandkids all the time. Mm-hmm. I don't want to date him. I don't want to date that man. Because no, we ain't taking our grandkids out. No, we ain't taking them to get ice cream. No, drop the damn ice cream off and let's go. I ain't mad about getting them ice cream or taking them, picking them up, taking them, dropping them back off. You want the grandkids to get ice cream? I compromise with you. Drop their ass, let them eat at home with their mama. I ain't clean up no damn ice cream cones. I ain't changing no damn clothes. I ain't running around chasing no kids. I ain't carrying 10 ice. That is just not what I want to do. So I ain't doing it. But it's okay for people who do it. I ain't mad at the people who do it. It's just not. I just don't want to do it.
Understandable.
Yeah, and that's not me.
Because I feel like, years from now, I'll be that same grandmother. I don't want to watch your kid. I ain't even want to watch you. So,
Hello.
what? Watch who? How long?
All right. Let's see. How long? How do you maintain? I think this is fair. How do you maintain respect for me as an adult while still offering guidance? I think this is a mean question. And I think we've talked about that. You are an adult. I have no reason to not respect you. Conduct yourself like an adult. Pay your way. Go to work. You raise your kids. You're an adult. I have no choice but to respect you as an adult. The minute you stop adulting, and then I gotta come in and be the adult in your life too. The tables turn. The tables turn. Talk to you like a kid, because now you acting like a kid. Or even if you ain't, it's the tables is turning. That go with a man, a kid, or anybody. And that's just my Okay.
Wait, this is my question. Now, as an adult and mom yourself, how do you balance being supportive versus stepping back?
Kids in the 14. But you still, there's nothing, because you're still parenting.
He's still young. He's only 14.
I think it's
Yeah, because he's still 14. I tried to give him a little more, because he is a teenager now, I tried to give him a little more leeway and room to make mistakes because you gotta learn, so I try to give him a little more leeway and room to, make those mistakes and learn and grow. Yeah, it's only 14, so.
How long we been on here? Hey, y'all, I gotta read the time. Oh, it's an hour and 5 minutes. Okay.
Hey, let's see. Let's see.
I don't want this. All right, if this one, I'm gonna pick two. I'm gonna figure out which one. Okay. All right, same fucking. Excuse me. I curse a lot. I gotta stop that. I don't know why. I was talking to a man on the phone, right? I was talking to a man on the phone. Hey. Anywho, I just kept, what it reminded me of when we first started doing Poochie's Place, and it was me, you, and TLH, and I was cussing up a storm. Like, it's different when I'm talking to you guys, but I had to say to myself, this is like people hearing you talk like that. And when I was talking to him, I really believe that it's ugly for a woman's mouth to be like really off the chain, like a sailor. Yeah, I think that like that. I think that's unattractive. A man too. I don't like a man to be cussing all the time and saying the N word every 5 minutes. Like, I don't like it. So when I hear myself, every time I hear myself and I cuss, I'll say something. It depends on who I'm talking to. I'll just cuss when I talk to people. When I'm talking to certain people, comfortable, and I'm like, whatever. And I'm like saying things, but I hear it, and it goes, it was nasty. I was just saying that, ooh, you sound like a sailor, dirty mouth, right? So I got to stop doing that. 'Cause I don't want to be talking to somebody on the phone, dropping the F-bomb every 5 minutes, and he'd be like,
Get your mama with that mouth.
He'd be like, you get your mama with that mouth, you can do other things. That song is good for dirty mouth.
Oh, dirty mouth.
You laugh. Laugh. So I'm like, I ain't funny. I killed it. Oh, God. How do you, as a mom, support me in my parenting journey and vice versa? I think we talked about that already. Parallel. How did this is the same thing. Might have to. This is interesting. What's a misconception people often have about you?
Ooh, that I am.
Like, you think, can I take mine? I want to answer this too. I think the misconception people often have about me is that I'm timid. That's what I was going to say. They think that I'm timid. they mistake my calmness, my ability to think before I act. I have a fast processing like skill. I know I could like in that minute say this is gonna happen when you say this. Is this what you really want to do? Is it even worth it? And people take that as me being timid. And I'm not timid.
That's that's what I think people think of me too, that I'm timid. And I'm not, because the moment I stop processing. That's your ass.
Yeah, but it's still even with me being like, which is crazy because they know eventually. I mean, not eventually. They know eventually. In that moment, you're gonna find out. And it's not me being nasty or anything. It's when I process something, I know how to. The processing helps me figure out the temperament in which I'm going to respond to you. So that's the processing. The processing is how are you going to, when you open your mouth, Dawn, you need to figure out how are you going to respond to this. Did this feel like it was personal? Did it, did it seem like it was a misunderstanding? Is it something that's true? Is it something like it's all? How do you feel about this person that you are about to respond to? Is it even worth it to like all those things before I open my mouth? But I'll never open my mouth to like cuss somebody out or hurt somebody's feelings, call somebody a name or whatever. I think that you can get your point across and they know you're not timid without having to do those things. Because those things, it's not about being timid.
I don't like I don't like conflict. I don't like to fight and argue. I'm very peaceful. I just prefer peace because I don't like where I will go when we got to get to that point. So I'm not timid at all. It's just I know when I need to and I know where it's going to go, especially I watch people a lot. So I know if like my mom says something to me, I know how I have to process it before I just go. If someone else says something to me, uh, depending on that person and how I watch them move, I know how I'm gonna handle it. I'm not timid. So I just don't like conflict. I don't think anything's wrong with that. I don't like.
So we got the same response. And I don't mind a little conflict.
I mean, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. I understand that, but
I mean, sometimes it has to come to that, and sometimes it's just it's kind of not. And when I say I mean arguing and fighting, it's just it is what it is. Like that's it. It's over with after that. Like
I'm very dismissive. I will dismiss it and keep it moving, and you just be mad. So, like, did that even happen? You act like this didn't happen. Because in my mind, it didn't at this point. Like, it don't need to go back and forth with you. I stated earlier, I'm lazy, so therefore I don't want to go back and forth with you. You go back and forth with you. How has our mother-daughter relationship changed now that we both have children?
It changed because we was an adult. I don't know. I don't think the children had anything to do with it. It didn't change. I'm still your mom. I'm still. I mean, I don't parent you in front of them. Like, because I'll parent you, and that means just having conversations, but like my tone is different if they're there than it would be like if they mom. Like how I'm talking to their mom crazy in front of the kid. Like who does that? I don't like that. I don't like when people argue with people in front of their children. And it doesn't have to be a mom or daughter or husband or wife. It could be people in the street. Like who argues with somebody in front of children? And then especially when like, you want somebody's kids to be watching their parent get assaulted. It's traumatizing to the kid.
It's traumatizing. I still go because y'all know I love me some social media. But it was a woman in Walmart. And she had her daughter on her arm, and all of a sudden she just started fighting, and the baby just falls. And and it was like she had to be about one, but still, she just started fighting. I mean, that baby just fell on the floor, and I'm like, you're carrying your daughter. It's just no way in hell we don't have that much common sense to know.
Did she get arrested?
I didn't look further into it.
That's child
I didn't look further into it because it just
that's child endangerment.
And people, and they be recording all the time where they just be arguing in these stores in front of their children and little kids, big kids. Even I saw a video where the little girl got involved when the mom was stealing. First of all, why you got your kid with you stealing? I don't understand. But the daughter trying to defend her mom, and she had to be at least like 7, 8. And she defended her mom, cursing at the cops. And I'm like,
I think I saw that video.
Where they
stop traumatizing the kids. Stop it. Leave the kids alone. I'll just messing the kids up.
And I was like, nobody's off limits anymore. Not even children. Children used to be so off limits. And now they're not. You would bring up somebody's kid in a heartbeat. That's why your kid got a one eye or whatever. You're like, what's going on here? Why are you talking about my 1-year-old? Let them be, you know?
Let's see. We're gonna have to get some more fun questions. All these questions are so serious. Yeah. What's one tradition or value you hope we continue to pass down?
Our family gathering. Our family gatherings, like, we are funny as hell. Like, we are, when we're beefing about some crazy crap and we come together, it is so fun.
I don't think we beef. No, there's only a beef. There's only
a beef.
There's only a beef.
Okay, we have little stats.
Yeah, but they ain't nothing big. Like we all come together.
We all come together. Chill. We have fun.
We don't have. I mean, I think. Okay, I'm not even gonna say we don't. Okay, we do. We a family. We have these things and everything, but for the most part, we just have a good time together when we come together.
And game nights. I was just thinking today how we used to and it was very short lived. Well, we'd find a place to go. Like we did bowling, we did skating. Like we have fun. I ain't gonna lie, y'all get on my nerves sometimes, and that's just y'all personality. But I love being around my family. I cannot imagine not having our family gatherings, our family games.
I know we haven't had them though in a while.
We haven't. I mean, because life's been life, and of course.
They never life. We had it during COVID where this was the only place or Kim's that we would come together because we couldn't come outside. So we all were making sure that we were good and we all would just come here and be with each other and have fun or go to Kim's house. So I think that, like you said, life is life. But one of the things I hope that for me, my family, of course, I want my extended family as well. I would love for it to continue the way it is. My nephews, my nieces, my brothers, my sisters, and we just get together. It ain't that many of us, and we have a good time. But what I want to continue is that even without them, me, you, and Lise, and the kids get together. We have dinner. We sit on the patio, so we still do those things without them. We set the table. The table stays set because when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So if you know nothing. However, all it takes is prepping a meal and putting the food out, and that's it. It's like, oh, I cooked dinner today. You coming over? Yeah, I'm coming. So I would love to see you and Elise continue to do that with your kids, and then because I got all boys, I hope I have a girl. That's going to be the challenge. I hope I have a girl before I leave this earth, a granddaughter. Don't have no kids though.
We talking
you. Like I don't want to say that. Then y'all had another kid. I don't know what I want. I would like to have had a granddaughter.
Right now, my twos are imaginary ties, so I ain't got to worry about none of that.
I would like to have had a granddaughter, and I would like to have her to be able to do the things that we do and see it and want to and replicate it, because you and Elise have done it, and even if it wasn't with all of us, you do it with your friends. Like it's something that you like to do, just like I like to do. So if I'm not here, I only do it because my mom did it. My mom had the best parties.
I love the fact that we can be in the kitchen together cooking. That's how I learned how to cook. I just remember it so clear. It's like one day he was like, y'all get in here. And y'all help me. And from that point on, like we will get in the kitchen And I love that choice. So when I didn't have girls, I was a little sad about it because I wanted to keep that. And I know that I can do that with my sons, get them in the kitchen and do this, do that. But I love that we have that. I love when me and Luis can actually be in the kitchen and cook. It's just something about that picture. And to me, that's just
my friend Marguerite. Her grandson cooks for her. Colin cooks for Marguerite. Oh. He been cooking with her since he was a little kid. She had an apron and everything. She had videos.
I like Elijah one because he like, I cook.
He always want to help.
Yeah, he's like, so you got to start. I love to do the eggs and stuff.
Yeah, we need a guy. I mean, my brothers cook, so don't get me wrong. My brothers cook, and they will entertain. But it's the difference with. First, my son is far away. I think that Tiffany would do it. And Pip did it before, and I think he'll do it with Tara. Ain't cooking though. Tara out here hustling, making some money. Tara like, I ain't getting in that kitchen, but you getting there. So I think that'll probably happen eventually. If I don't know, because I don't know Tara that well to know if she's family type of person. It's different when you have boys because it's the woman that has to agree, and you don't want to be in a situation. I was fortunate when you guys at your men didn't mind. They didn't mind coming over here. They didn't mind having dinner. They didn't mind being in this space with me. And, a lot of people don't want, I ain't gonna be in mother house again. We gonna be in mother house again. I had that at the end. I started liking him, but before he was here all the time. Every day he want to come. But when I didn't like him, and then he didn't want to come. I don't know if I want you in my house anyway. Now, so the next one, hopefully, you find somebody. For me, that's important. For me, when I date again, it has to be someone who doesn't mind being around family, or even have his family, my family. Yeah. And it's not all the time, because I don't want no uninvited guests. I don't want people at my house every day. I ain't having no party every week. I might have a party twice a year. I might have a dinner a couple of times a year. We might do it more than a couple of times a year. It depends on how we feel. However, I want a mate that doesn't mind. Yeah, because it's kind of crazy when your mate don't ever come with you, or they in the room all the time, and your family here. Yeah, like I don't want that. Don't work for me. It don't work. So I don't want to be in a relationship with anybody like that. I know my next relationship, I need him to actually be family oriented as well. Like he has to. I'm not saying you got to be like extremely great with your family, like I am, or whatever the case may be, but just have some kind of family structure. Yeah. And again, we got to be careful what we ask for, because that's why I know that I have stipulations on my activities. Not stipulations, but I'm not like all the time with my family. Like I like being by myself. I don't like people coming to my house all the time. I don't like being in somebody's space all the time. I ain't going to every family function, going to every party. So I ain't dragging you to mine, and you ain't dragging me to yours. However, there will be a balance. Yeah, it's important. It's important that family is very important for me, and that's what I want to pass down to you, your sister, and my grandkids. We've always been, my mother was the center, my grandmother was the center. Everyone came to grandma's house. My mother, everyone came to her house, and now it's me. Everyone comes to my house, and I like that. And Auntie Kim, everyone comes to her. I used to be afraid of dating because I'm like, well, as far as family goes, because I'm so used to coming to our family events. Is like, what if his family has something my family has something? Like, then you balance it out. I'm gonna go there. I want to be around my family. I want to be. How they gonna feel about it? But I think I've done it. When I did, I've done it, and I felt. I didn't. Not that I didn't think about y'all, but it was just like I felt comfortable there. I had a good time. I wasn't missing being, around you guys. So I was able to do it. I used to always fear that. Like, I'm gonna want to go to my family house. I don't want to go to this family. That's why you gotta be careful to be in a relationship with. So you guys, it needs to be communicated, it needs to be understood. You guys will know who each other are. And if you don't do it, then that means I think with anything, it has to be a compromise, a balance where one person's not feeling shortchanged. The hardest part I had at one point in a relationship that I had was that there was a point where I didn't do things with my family. I talked to them, but I never came. Everything was done with his family. Everything was done there. I didn't like that, and I felt it. I didn't like it, and I was missing out on things. But I thought, as somebody's wife, was married. I didn't even say that, but okay, as someone's wife, I thought that it was a compromise I had to make. I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to navigate through that. So my whole world became his whole world became my world, and I wasn't comfortable in it. So that wasn't a good thing, and that's why I know that for me there has to be an equal balance. Someone else's life can't be yours because now you're wanting and missing out on things. That's important. Yeah, it's important to have a connection. You know, it's important. Now, if you like it and everybody's cool, everybody was cool. So I'm not saying that. Yeah. But it just wasn't my family. It wasn't my friends. Like I want to talk to my friends. I want to meet with my family. And I understand that. Yep. So it should be equal balance. That's what I want for you guys. For you guys to at least make sure that you guys are showing up for one another and spending time with one another and putting it into your children so your children grow up with each other and they be their friends and you nurture the relationship with cousins, you know, because it won't be nurtured if y'all don't nurture it. You can't have your kids and they never see each other and they just finally come and they're like, oh, we cousins, and they sitting over there. You want them like Dimitri and Sydney when they see each other. They just boom and they go and then you gotta where's Dimitri? Where's Sydney? What they doing? My neighbor is playing the game, talking, catching up, having a good time. That's what you want. Because I know my cousins on my dad's side thought that's exactly how that would be. Because that's how we were growing up. I was always over there when she was okay with it. They were like, but I was always over there. So we grew up together and we literally thought our kids would grow up together. But on this side, like our kids did, Dimitri, I always had Sydney, Dimitri before Sydney came. Always had Dimitri. Demetrius always had Dimitri. And they just grew up together. I love that close knit situation. But what I realized with Dimitri and one of my little cousins from my father's side, is when they link up, it's like no time. But that's good. Has went past, and I like really like that too. That's good. It means that they linked up enough to at least like each other's company, to get to know each other. You don't want your family to not know who they are. You don't want it. I felt out of place. It's a whole nother story. When I went to my dad, I didn't feel out of place, so I want to stop saying that. I thought I'm trying to figure out how to paraphrase it. I went to a cookout of one of my cousins on my dad's side. I don't usually go to things unless it's like a funeral or something. I don't have a relationship. I think I do, so I don't want to keep saying that. I don't have a close relationship with them like I have with my family. And I don't think that I would recognize them all if I saw them. So that's the kind of thing. So when my brother invited me to one of the family cookout and I told him I was uncomfortable. I was like, I'm a little uncomfortable because I really don't know them. And he did everything to make me comfortable. So he came. I said, "You got to come out and meet me and walk me in because I said I think I know this one, but I don't know if I remember." And then I was like, "This is such and such and such." He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, I remember." I said, "But I don't know if I remember what he looked like, and I don't want to just walk in." It was just so many things because I didn't have a close relationship with them. But to get there, and it's a lot of them, they have a close relationship. I just didn't grow up with them, and I wish I would have. And I want, and then my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, so I want that for my family, you, at least my grandchildren and their children. That's my family, and that's what I want for my family. The extended family, I would love for that to happen. I love the relationship you have with your cousins, even your dad's cousins. Because if we call somebody over here right now, so we're having a party, they coming over here because you have a great relationship with them. That is so important to have, and it's gonna be fun and no fighting. Yeah, so it's important to have. All right. I don't like that one. God, it's a little deep. All right, it's gonna be last question. I think it's a little deep. How do you think our experiences as women differ across the generation? How do you think our experiences as women differ across generation?
Mm, I don't. For me, my personal opinion, I don't think there's a difference. Just the time changes. I don't think it's a difference. And I was just talking about this with someone the other day. Um, Everything is still the same. It's just a different way of doing it.
Mhm.
Um, the same thing you would have went through as a woman with the man being a single mom or being a wife or whatever we go through. It's just that the times have changed. So for me, that's just the only thing. The times have changed and the way of doing things have changed, but it's still the same, if that makes sense. Like we still go through the same. We still get cheated on, we still get beaten on, we still get loved. It's just a different time.
I believe so too. I think that it's the same. I don't. It's the same thing. We all go through the same thing as women. I don't see the difference. I don't know if like I don't see the difference. Women are different, so of course we all have different experiences. Things affect us differently. That's just across the board in any generation. But we experience or we just go through the same things. There's nothing
Time.
different. The men are the same.
Yep, it's just different.
And ain't nothing different. Everything is the same. Nothing's changed. Nothing has. Only thing that changes is when you grow as a woman individually, as a woman, and you mature and learn and you approach things differently. Your experiences are different. That comes with maturity, trials,
Relations.
yes. So I think that's the only difference between us as women. Even when I talk to you about things, I try to make it a point because I realize when I talk to you that if I'm telling you about something or saying, oh, this might happen or why'd you do that? I say to myself, tell her why. Don't just like you experience something because sometimes it comes off as judgmental. When it's not being judgmental, it's I already know. Like, so I'm like, oh, let me just let her know. Like, oh, okay, this is what happened with me. It might not be the exact same thing, but it's a similar thing. And it makes you hear me now because you understand that we got the same experiences. It might be a little, we did the same thing. Ain't nothing new. It's the same thing. It's just being done a different way.
Repeat it.
Yes, but it's the same thing. So when I learned to make sure that I communicate my experiences with you, good, bad, or indifferent, so that you'll say, okay, so all right, so I didn't realize this happened to her. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I ain't telling you to be judgmental. I'm not telling you to call you names or say that you this or you let this happen or because of this or that. No, it's the same shit, different day. Just same shit, different generation.
That's it. That's exactly how I feel.
It was great. It was great. It was a great conversation. Thank you for entertaining me.
Oh,
Maybe next time we'll have different questions instead of we'll figure something out. We'll figure it out. We'll have different conversations. More fun questions.
Yeah, I think fun.
But how much fun can we have together? There's a limit in the fun we can have. There's a limit in the jokes we can tell with each other. It's like today, Dominique was cutting up pineapples. She was cutting up the pineapples for the drink. So I was eating. I was like, "Oh, these pineapples is good. They sweet." And what you say?
I was like, the new man gonna like that. The new man gonna like that you eat the pineapple.
And what I said,
She said, "I'm like, you want to taste my pineapple?"
It's all he's gonna get. It's all he's gonna get is smell my breath, smell my pineapples. Yeah. But those are the kind of jokes we tell. We don't talk about like I ain't talking about crazy stuff. So,
But I don't know if it's just my zodiac sign, but I wouldn't mind talking. Like
I mean, me neither, but it's different talking to your kid than it is talking to
Yeah, because you're looking at it like, oh, it's your child.
But man, like I mean, so you say all that because you ain't hear about the things your mama did.
Yeah.
So when you start hearing about the
You
things
my
your
mama.
see,
That's all I'm saying. I could figure some shit out.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
I could tell him, look, you little freak. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. But we're gonna have to end this one.
We talking about business.
Christmas. We at Hackensack. She opened up her Christmas gifts. Stuff that always wore her lingerie. She opened up the Christmas gift. She goes, "Ooh, chapter 2." I said, "Hold up, what? Chapter 2? What's going on here? I don't even want to know what chapter 1 was about. What the hell?" She got some things, y'all. She got some things.
But the last chapter gonna be the best chapter. The last chapter gonna be the best chapter. I hope. Lord, pray for me, guys. I hope.
Me too.
I hope the book end on a great note. I want the book to end with a love story.
Yeah. Fairy tale love story for me. And
I don't real like it's gotta be great. Gotta be a great love story. I don't want no turbulence and all that kind of stuff in my final chapter.
I don't either. Communication, loyalty, consistency, and everything else we can work on.
And great sex.
Ooh, tell me about it.
A lot of pineapples.
A lot of pineapples. A lot of pineapples. We can find another safe word for you.
It's hard for me when I'm older, so the great sex part, I got to hurry up.
I don't think. I be hearing a lot of older women talk about that.
I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about men.
Oh, for him. But I'm fine. Women don't like the older women I talk to. They just like, okay, get away. Like, I like fun action. Not going run through and ask for some shit.
It's like somebody stuck with somebody who they probably just not stuck. You know, relationships are what you make them. The sexual part, all of that stuff. It's kind of what you make it. Or even anything, young, and you get in this groove with somebody, and then it's just boring. It's just routine and all that. I don't want that in my life.
I tell you one thing. I don't want us to sleep in separate rooms. I used to say if I get married, I want my husband to be in the house next door, and we just keep it spicy that way. Come over, eat dinner, whatever. No, I want my husband in the house with me, and I don't want him sleeping in another room. Like, I never knew what that was about.
Snore. I mean, I would prefer. I don't want somebody that has to be in another room because it defeats the purpose of me being in a relationship. I'm already in the room alone.
For real,
I don't need to come and make a room in the other room. Some people
back a little bit.
Some people older and they hot. It's like, I'm like, get your ass out. Some men or a lady snore. Like, some people have really valid reasons for being in separate rooms. So it depends on.
Well, my next husband, I snore.
Oh yeah, damn, you snore. You would definitely. You need to look. You need to go get something done, or you
trying to figure out what I can get done.
But you know what? Because you're in the other room over there. I haven't heard you snore since you've been here. I haven't, but it could be because you over there. Because you snore. I used to be like, shut up. We would go away on trips or something. We would share rooms. Shut your ass wake up. Don't go to sleep till I go to sleep. In the car, driving, when we be driving somewhere and she be sitting in the front seat and she fall asleep, I used to be like, wake your ass up. I used to kill you. Get that shit. It's like, shut the fuck up. Wake up.
All my cousins used to say that. Let us go to sleep first.
My mouth got dirty. I had flashbacks. I used to curse you out. And it wasn't your fault, but yeah, I used to be exhausted with you in that snore. I'm like, you let everybody go sleep. And I remember I used to be like, how will they sleep with you? Why would she sleep in the same room with you? And then one day she finally was like, Mommy, she snoring. I can't remember sleep. And I was like, oh, she in there struggling too. Did you get better?
I think it's the weight. It is the weight. I did once I lost it. When I lost the weight, I did get much better. But then I picked some of it back up, and I don't know how bad it is now. I don't know how bad it is now. I haven't
I didn't hear it. Thank God. So maybe it ain't that bad. Get complaints from who?
I didn't get complaint.
I snore sometimes. I know I snore. I remember. I know I snore. I'm woken myself up out my sleep. I couldn't breathe. And then I heard myself one time, and I woke up. I said, "Damn,
that person recorded.
yeah, I got reported snoring too. I kept saying, "I'm snoring." Then I got reported snoring. I was like, "Oh,
that person recorded me. I was like, oh, okay.
That's what it took for you to learn how loud you were."
I was like, oh wow.
I was so happy when you moved out. I remember when I left my situation and I had to get us hotel rooms. I had to get up enough money to get two. I was like, I shouldn't move. They got that air room. I can't sleep in that room. I would be exhausted. I don't know how you do it. But you're better now. It was probably the weight.
I don't know the weight. Now I gotta get rid of the weight. Once I completely weight, I'll be good. I think I'll be good because after that first weight loss, I didn't get any complaints.
Okay.
I didn't get any complaints, And I had a machine too. The machine didn't help. The machine helped a lot. Oh, that machine helped a lot. But it caught a lot of drone.
All right, with that note, we are out of here. Thank you
for chilling with us.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Come again. Follow, like, share, subscribe.
Space. My Instagram. No, not my Instagram. My Facebook. My Facebook is just Dominique Higgs. DA apostrophe capital MONIQUA HIGGS. Is this like Monique? Not a long close. Dominique. Oh my God. Or Dominique.
Monique and Da Monique. I named you after me.
When I tell people that, they go, oh. What? He probably was just expecting a boy and didn't have any girl names.
No, that's not a boy name. That's my name.
No, I said she probably was expecting a boy and didn't know any girl names.
No, I knew it. I wanted to name you. I wanted you to be that to me. I had your name already. See, look at you. I had named you intentionally because you mother.
And I like telling people that story too. Like, oh, it's just a picture of my mom's name. Her name is Dora Monique. And they go, oh, that's so cute. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. It is cute. We are out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Please, like I said, come again. We look forward to the next time. As Auntie say, until time, and in between time. See you next time.
See you next time.